Hello gunners, welcome to another video, and today's video, as always, we have a lot to get through. We've got Liverpool fans saying that Bukayo Saka would make the move over to them and that they would like to see that still happen when Arsenal inevitably bottle trophies and go trophyless. We've also got some transfer news, a further update on Rodrygo and his situation, and we'll also be looking into the talk within the Arsenal fan base. And a certain fan thinks that he would rather see us in the Europa League as we need any sort of trophy at the minute. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe and the like as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. But let us start here with this Liverpool fan. Just have a listen to what he says about Bukayo Saka, then we'll discuss it.
You know, he's got something. Yeah. I really want another football club to go and turn.
I was saying this in the car on the way home, wasn't I? Yeah. 100 million next season when we won the league again. Test that theory of
Saka, 100 million.
Why not? Plus pound. Test it. Do you know what I mean? Just test it. Why not?
If they're trophyless again.
If they're trophyless again, why can't it be Liverpool?
So Saka, inevitable Salah replacement in a year's time.
Plus a pound.
Obviously, they're probably trolling, but I saw a lot of Liverpool fans replying to this saying this is a real possibility. And yeah, I mean, let me know your thoughts on this to begin with. Obviously, I just like to see what people are saying about us. And if Liverpool fans, they genuinely think Bukayo Saka would make the move over, I think that's just hilarious, to be honest. I really, really do think so. I'm not trying to be arrogant and say Arsenal are the best team in the world. I think there's probably only a select few teams, maybe one team that I think could take Saka, and that's Real Madrid. I really, really do think so. Other than Real Madrid, maybe Barcelona, but they've got Lamine Yamal for the next, 15 years. So I think Real Madrid. So seeing Liverpool fans genuinely see Saka as a Salah replacement in a year's time, it just makes me angry and think, you know, we need to get this title wrapped up quick. We need to get trophies wrapped up quick because it's giving these fans hope that they can come and take our best and our most valuable players like Saka. And it's funny because Liverpool they wanted Zubimendi. They felt they could come and get Zubimendi. He chose to go to us. They thought they could get Romy and Lavia. They were in the Champions League, Chelsea were in the Conference League, and Chelsea was still able to get him. Same with Caicedo, Chelsea was still able to get him. Bellingham, Real Madrid got him. Tchouameni, Real Madrid got him. Enzo Fernandez, they were in for him. Chelsea got him. So Liverpool seem to always just get bullied in the transfer window, yet they think they can get some of the stars like Saka. It's hilarious. They should still go and get their sort of João Pedros, still very good players, by the way. But that's where Liverpool thrive. You know, the Semenyos, I see those deals for them. But to directly take a world beater from another club, they haven't got the facilities for that. And that's just the reality of it. I'm not trying to be rude, but history has shown that Liverpool, they struggle and they don't have the facilities to just say, okay, I like Saka, let's get him in for Salah replacement. I think that was just quite hilarious. And, you know, the right back they're trying to sign was wearing an Arsenal kit this season. So, hey, Liverpool fans, we want to play that game. We'll take Frimpong as well, even though we don't even need that sort of a profile. We'll take him in because it seems as though he could be a great understudy for Jurriën Timber. But hey, only just a bit of banter at the end of the day, I'm sure. But I just never would see Liverpool be able to have the pull to take Bukayo Saka away from us. But now let's look at this Arsenal fan, Yardman. I absolutely do love his content sometimes. But this one had me thinking, you know, that Arsenal fans are that desperate for a trophy that they would say something like this. So have a listen.
I would rather play in the Europa League next season than the Champions League because I've got more chance of winning a Europa League title trophy than winning the Champions League. I don't care if we're going to attract bigger name player when we're in the Champions League, we're going to get more money. I don't care about that. I care about kicking over trophy. We have never, well, a Cup Winners' Cup, nobody talk about that. Okay? So let's put that aside. We have never win the Europa League. Why is it that we can't go there and win the Europa League? Do you ask, go and ask, although they're a smaller club than us, but go and ask West Ham how they feel lifting that Conference League.
So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts on this. Is it that sort of a situation now with Arsenal that any trophy will do? Would you be content with Arsenal being in the Europa League because we've got a better opportunity at winning it? Because I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans actually agree with this opinion and say, yes, give us Europa League football. I just want to see us win any trophy of any description. They're jealous of United. They're jealous of Tottenham, that they have the opportunity to get their hands on the Europa League. Personally, me, I do not agree with that at all. I want to be playing against the best, winning against the best, even if it means a couple of years of blood, sweat and tears. I have full faith that we can do it and we will do it. And I don't want to be baking off in the Europa League, sitting around, beating Victoria Pleasant, beating Bodo Glimt, beating, Frankfurt and beating, those are the teams that will be the best in that competition. That feeling of beating Real Madrid this season, you may laugh at me and you may say that just goes to show you're young and you don't know what you're talking about. But that will eclipse getting into a Europa League final for me. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. And everyone has their own opinion on this. Everyone can say what they want to say. But for me personally, seeing my team in the elite competition after years of being in the Europa League, we could have won the Europa League with Emery, but still have had the horrible years that followed. But would we be then saying, oh, that Europa League win was perfect, it was brilliant, because we had horrible years after it? No, United winning the Europa League will not distract them from the horrible year they've had in the Premier League, and same for Tottenham. So this idea that we need to just drop into a conference or a Europa League to just get and tick the box of a trophy, I think that is a mentality which just shows we haven't progressed from those times where we were struggling as a fan base. But maybe that's just me. Yardman's entitled to his opinion. You guys as well watching are entitled to your opinion. But yeah, that is just generally my thoughts. And yeah, I feel like Mikel Arteta holding a Champions League, for me, I'm willing to wait 3 years, 2 years to see that happening. Arsenal winning the Champions League over winning a Europa League next season and being in 6th place. I really do think that. But let us move on to some transfer news. And Alex Goldberg, a person who broke Havertz going to Arsenal last season, gave us a bit of an update that in terms of the striker, the board is not aligned. Arteta thinks it's a win-win situation in terms of if he gets Gyökeres, great. Isak, great. Sesko, great. But, Arsenal are perhaps going to try give it a go for Isak. Their number 2, Arteta's number 2 is Sesko. Berta prefers Gyökeres. And the Rodrygo news is apparently true. Arsenal are at the table to get Rodrygo. Even Sam C, another great source, says Arsenal view Rodrygo as a great market opportunity. So maybe this is something that's going to ramp up. Discussions are ongoing regarding the possibility. And a superstar like Rodrygo off the left, I could just not turn that down. I'd be happy to see it. Even though I say there's something iffy about him, I've got to just trust Arteta that this deal makes sense, because I do feel like there's just something off about him. I feel like he's not really 1v1 ability, explosive. But hey, a superstar is a superstar. And there was this as well on Victor Gyökeres that he's demanding 200 grand per week. And that alone has just put me off him. I'm sorry to say it. If he wants that much money, I know it's not my money and he's a proven goal scorer, but these are the sort of deals that you've got to be wary of. 60 million plus these wages, it just puts me off him, to be honest. It really, really does. But let me know your thoughts on the two things that I've talked about in terms of Rodrygo and Gyökeres. But I'm still up in the air. And Dean Huijsen seems to be going to Real Madrid now. Arsenal and Liverpool are all in there. But, Madrid have got the upper hand. He wants to go to Madrid, Fabrizio says. So maybe that one is maybe over. But I kind of drafted, based off of the links, this could be Arsenal's window. Gyökeres, Rodrygo, Huijsen, Zubimendi, Garcia and Partey renew. What do you rate this out of 10? It seems underwhelming on paper, but maybe in the football world properly, it could actually do pretty well for us and get us over the line to those big trophies. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. And until next time, peace.